Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Squad Sunday. And this one's going to be fun. I'm doing the lift. This is the Incredible Original. And my take on it is that there's a circle cut out of the top piece of paper and then it's lifted up above the bottom piece of paper, and then the flowers are kind of tucked in underneath that circle. It looks like there's some, I don't know, white texture, maybe a cut file or something underneath the circle, and sweet photo, nice title there, and some ink splashes. So here's what I'm doing. I'm also doing challenge number 7 in the Mind the Scrap Cybercrop, the best of 2020, that is about inclusivity, and just kind of sort of on the tangent there, I'm going to talk about including this little strange creature into our family. But, and my title is going to be Thankful for You, because as much of an annoyance as she is at times, she's done wonders for the family. She's a great kiddo. So I took a sheet of, and the other part of inclusivity is including every kind of random embellishment you can think of on the page. So here's what I did. Based on the color scheme of the flowers I plan to use, which are a bunch of flowers Fussycut from one sheet of Basic Grey paper, and the collection is PB&J, peanut butter and jelly. And I love this collection. The reverse side is one of my all-time favorite reds, but I have cut out all these flowers, and there are golds and reds and peaches and apricots and all, golds, things like that. I guess I said that. So all those colors, I think, are in this Vicki Boutin pre-made mixed media paper. So I used this bowl, drew the circle, and actually I thought while I was drawing it with a pencil, why not just do it with my craft knife? So of course when I cut it out, it wasn't perfect, so that's why God created distressing. So I just distressed the inside of this with my craft knife, which I'm going to put away now before it rolls on the floor and I step on it and we all have a nice trip to the hospital. So let's not do that. So I'm going to just kind of tuck these things in, make room for my photo, I'm going to use this just to kind of get some of that texture that's coming from the cut file. I'm going to maybe have that showing there, and then layer some other flowers over it. And I've gathered a bunch of different random embellishments in here, and I have a few sticker sheets that have things I can include, and then I have these 2 flowers that were cut off a ribbon that I may cut in half and kind of tuck in with some of the other flowers. So let's just go to town. I've got this sticker sheet from Vicki Boutin's Storyteller that has some open hearts that I especially like. And that's one of the things I liked about the original. It has the open heart. It has the little overlapping hearts like I always try to include. And it has those, it has a little solid one and an open one. So I can pull those off here. I've got a couple balloons that are maybe not the right color, but I think that pink would work. So that's kind of a peachy pink. I had looked at, I like the little embellishments here, the owl, the kitty cat, the ice cream, and the elephant, but that pink is very wrong for this. And normally I might try to alter things, but I think I'm not going to do that this time. So let's just start, and this may take a while. Let's just start tucking things. Well, that seems to be nice right there. And what I'm going to do is, so that the things they're going to be tucked under at the base, but so that there's some dimension when they're out in the field, I'll just add some foam, and that holds up this part, and these will possibly follow suit. Okay, let's see what else we have. There's this red one here. Oh, okay. Silly me. I forgot to put the, what I did, I cut that. I have a piece of white cardstock, and I have put foam all around it and kind of coming up towards the center of the circle. I've already got that glued in. I hope it's in the right place when I put this back. Should be. But I forgot one of the most important parts of the story here. Let's see, that should work. Oh, come on. Wherever there's a juncture, I always manage to push it the wrong way. Let me pull that out. And I think I had it this way with the pink. Okay, that's not quite back there far enough, but luckily it comes up. Okay, so that must not be the way I had it. And it just must have been off center. Okay, no problem. I can go back and do this that way. That seems to work. Okay, here I've got something I can kind of sneak back in there, and I'm going to let this one, no, I'll tarp it up too. I'm hiding that little yellow and red pansy, which I don't like, and I don't think, I mean, I don't like hiding it. I don't think I have another one, but it just happened to occur on a in part of the design that was at the edge on the square, if you will. So a little bit of it will peek out. Okay, so that works. And I'm thinking I want the photo, well, I want a big, let's say the photo goes there. I'm going to actually place it, and I'm going to prop it up on 2 pieces of foam. And I want some large flower kind of overlapping there. Let me see what I have. That's too far down because the title, well, the title doesn't necessarily have to be there. It could be right here, and maybe this is where we would put the texture. Let's just kind of pretend that we like that. Here's a whole flower that actually doesn't have to be tucked in. So I could go, I don't want to, she's got the blanket kind of covering up her little face anyway. That work. Let me see if I've got another one. this could kind of squeeze down in there like that. That might be a better choice. Okay, I like that. And since that's kind of coming up there, let me put something right in here. There, and I've got okay, I have a small little kind of sprig-like thing here. Put that there. And this may require some glue. I like how it's shaping up. This gold is just perfect for that. Okay, that works. Let's go around here now. This can have a place right there, and I love that it kind of is going to be up at the top. Let me get some foam for this bottom part. Oops, I hear Reese barking right now. Her James and Ava went on a date tonight. Okay, can't have that hanging off the. Okay, that works out well. Could use. I just need to be sure I have enough whole parts to kind of work in where there are these squarish parts. Okay, this might work there, and then I can put something small here like that. Okay, then let me dry fit some of these things in just to be sure. Maybe up here is where this wants to go. Let me see if I can kind of squeeze that in there. If it's too difficult to do, I may put it over there. That's, let's see, I'm thinking the point is for the white to be underneath, to be the texture from underneath. Okay, that seems to work. I'm gonna put some foam on this. Well, okay, again, oh, there's one of those pansies. I get squirreled. Let's see. This can go here because that cut side won't show, and I can sneak this underneath. That kind of doesn't look great. What I'm trying to do there is get that underneath, but this overlapping. Okay, that works. And just to hold it in place, I don't want to take it out and run a tape runner on it. Just to make sure that holds in place, I'll just put a little glue there. And This seems like it could go nicely right there. This I will take out and put some foam. There we go. This is loose in there. So let me put a little foam, get it kind of I'm gonna let that go under. Do I really want to do that? Or maybe this could go there. And I could add this in somewhere. I like that better. Okay, adhesive is already on it. So let me do that and there. Okay, that seems to be good. We put a little foam here, and then these little red flowers will brighten that spot up because this is fairly uninteresting right there. I like this. Maybe squeezed in right there. I think I'm going to use every single bit that I cut. And that was, I ought to write when I do a layout with Fussycut flowers, I ought to write down the television show that was streaming when I did that fussy cutting. And for these, it's Friday Night Lights. We're rewatching it. We missed it when it was actually running in 2006 and through 2011, and I think we watched it maybe 2013 or so. Okay, so what we've got now is we have to run the title. This way. I like this. Maybe that can go right in there. This doesn't seem to have any adhesive on the foam. And let's see what we can do here. I actually may not end up using everything. I suppose that could go up in there. I'm not crazy about that. Maybe over in here, kind of tucked in there with this green. And I know I have this stuck to my finger and I was working on that, but I got squirreled again. Okay, that's pushing the foam. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. That will work. Okay, and then I save my little pansy. So this is gonna maybe squeeze in right over here and kind of provide a backdrop and some contrast for this kind of peachy flower. Okay, so I've got everything but the title there, and I think I'm just going to start putting some glue, and I'll let the title be, instead of saying that it was a mistake to use something that similar in color, if you will, I'm going to say I intended for it to be subtle. So is that going to work? Would you believe that?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. My husband said yes, he would believe it. So thank you, John. The only thing I don't like about this title, and this came in an ephemera pack with a kit, it has gotten bent, and I'm going to take responsibility for that, because when I pulled some other things out, this kind of got dragged out with those other things. Okay, now we're going to start putting in random stuff. And I don't know how far I want to go with that, because I like this pretty much just the way it is. But I think a little basket of French fries might work right here. You know I'm going to have fun with this, even though I'd kind of like to stop. Because this is pretty. Let's go there. And then maybe the pizza and soda can go here. I fussy cut that from a Best Creation ink paper called Loops and Scoops, and it has this nice shiny finish on it. Okay, that may be sticking up a bit too much, and I didn't put any adhesive on it. Let's see if that works. That seems to work. I have this half of a red flower. I'm gonna kind of put that aside. This cactus, just kind of maybe right here against that pink. That looks kind of pretty there. This is kind of some Calvin Ball style embellishing. Let's do that. And I think that may be where I put the llama. Of course, I have a llama. I didn't fully fussy cut out the legs, but I kind of want the actually don't like it there. Kind of put it there. Okay. That's all right. Now I'm going to go with a slice of watermelon. Where would the watermelon want to go? It's kind of the wrong pink. I've got this teacup, let's say. Let's see what we have on some of these other things. I've got this little button that has flowers. I'm thinking maybe right there, and that may be where I put some of those hearts. I've also got a face with little lips and eyes, a little button with a face on it. And it's just a little face. It's cute. There's a bumblebee that can kind of, it's cut from some Vicky Bouton Wildflower and Honey packaging. I'm going to put some foam on it just to give it some dimension. And I'll kind of put it right here where it's sort of flying up and across there. I've got where, let's see, what else do we have? I thought I liked this balloon, and so maybe I can do the balloon over here, or add a little pink over here. Hi.
Hey.
I'm filming.
Oh.
But you can come on in.
I just brought the stuff for the activities tomorrow. Little pumpkins to paint.
Oh, cool. Cool. We're doing like a gingerbread house, except it's a haunted house, a Halloween haunted house. And all 6 of us are going to get together and do that. And then he also got some pumpkins to paint, and we're going to decorate for Halloween, the whole family together. And we've, in order to get them to agree to do that, we had to agree that we would actually take the decorations down when Halloween is over and decorate for Thanksgiving and then for Christmas. So we'll see how well we do with that. And the Astros are getting ready to come on, and I've invited James and Ava to come down and join us as we watch. I'm going to kind of put this little hamburger sticking out right there. You know what, I want some foam behind it, and yes, I know I have something else on my finger, but again, I got kind of squirreled. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, so that gives it some dimension. I like this little paint palette, so I thought I'd do that somewhere. I love how it's looking. Maybe right in there. That looks good. And I have no idea where I'm going to do this button. I'm going to do that there. I have a blue seashell. Where do I want this little black button? I have one button there, one button there. So this one has to go over here. Maybe right smack in the middle of this pink starbursty looking thing. I'm not crazy about this, but it kind of does fall into that random embellishment. Let's be inclusive even if it doesn't match kind of a deal. This says paint me pretty, and I suppose we could do okay, here we have some little bows. There's a black and white polka dotted heart, which I love, so I'm gonna put that guy there. This is supported by foam, and so that's fine there. I've got this little yellow bow here it could maybe go here by these leaves. So now I've got this little frog. I have to have this frog on here. So let me see if I can kind of slide it in. Under the title there. Oh, there's a frog sticking out from the title. That is so cute. There's a kite. The kite is kind of the wrong color scheme, but we should use it because it's inclusive. But I'm going to put it aside. Now let's see what we have here that would fit in. I like this little bird with a crown on it. And it could go up there by the bee, maybe. See how that works. Okay, that's kind of silly, but that's kind of the point. Let's see, what else do we have here that they're high heel shoes, which, you know, we're talking about a dog. That may not be the image we want. I love this peacock. And the peacock logically should go somewhere like this. And I can cut his legs off and put some foam there. And I think it's sticky enough. There's a peacock in the French fries. And we have this teapot and cup. Maybe right there. That would kind of work. Otherwise, I would never use that as an embellishment. Okay, now I have these guys, which, okay, where do I want this to go? Could it go just slightly overlapping that white there? And then maybe this puffy sticker could kind of, well, actually, let's do it coming this way. I think it has a nicer angle there. And how about, there's a little yellow flower. Might not attract a lot of attention, but the color scheme is right. And it can kind of slide under there. Okay, there's a little color and dimension up in there. I think, let's see, do I want to use these? There's a yellow one. Could that go? I don't think I want to do that. So that's not being inclusive, that's being, let's see, what is it? It's being discerning. Shall we call it that? If you can call anything on this page discerning. Now this is just not staying glued down. So let me work on that. Okay, now I do have some enamel-like dots that I kind of want to sprinkle around. And they're in several colors, all of which kind of make sense. Here. I do a white over here and over there. So there's that. Now I'm going to do a little bit of ink sprinkling, and I'm going to go with, this is shimmer spray, and it's in a color that's probably not, you know, prominent in here. And let me see what I can cover it with. I could kind of do, oh, you know what? I didn't go use these open hearts. Let's see. Where did they go? Here's one. There we go. And I've got this little yellow one, but that's on a yellow background, so I'm going to go with red. I actually should do a closed one there, but the closed ones are kind of an odd shape. And that's okay. How about that? That works. And I'm thinking that's probably all I need since I have these hearts. I could maybe do a single heart up there somewhere. I like these leaf sprigs too, and here's a nice one, but I think that's too big. Let's go, let's see, what color heart do I want? I'm gonna go with that wine color again. I'm gonna kind of do it right there. Not a huge component. Okay, so I've kind of gone off the rails here, like you might expect. So I'm going to do this, and okay. And I won't do any over on this other corner. That's not a big part of the design, but I did kind of want to include them. So I think I'm done. I'm sure this was probably a long one. I did not use my ribbon flowers, but maybe this one ought to come with a contest if you can find a photo in here. But it was fun to do on a Saturday night. So happy Scrap Squad Sunday. I'll see you next Sunday for Scrap Squad Sunday. I may be doing some Scrap Squad lifts from last weekend's crop, and I may be combining those with some of the Mind the Scrap challenges at their cyber crop tomorrow, which starts bright and early at 1 o'clock in the morning for me. And I doubt that I'll be up then, but who knows? If I feel like it, I will. So thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.